guys, my name is Sarah.
And my name is Sharon, and welcome back to Cake Dealers KE, where we bake and
tell.
So today we are privileged to have someone most of you don't know.
Yes.
But she's a very vital part.
Yeah. Of importance.
The heartbeat.
Yes.
Of her mom's career, passion,
cake
business empire.
Yes,
actually.
Empire.
Yes. So we let her introduce herself, and we get to learn something from her today. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
Now, thank you for having me first. This is a very good thing you girls are doing, so congratulations, Kwanza.
Thank you.
So my name is Joy Muteru Kamunya. Niko na vitu mingi.
Sema zote. Ziandae hapa.
I love life. Professionally nimefanya kitu inaitwa production TV, but sai nauza keki.
Asante.
And I'm a lover of life generally na sana ku travel. Msiniache mkienda.
Sasa unaona venye unaandamana na keki na kwenda. Nani on the road.
Zinapenda you've seen
Nani on the road. I know.
JoyBells on the road every day. And
ni wewe ni
Joy with JoyBells on the road.
Yes.
So who are you at JoyBells?
At JoyBells I am PA to CEO JoyBells. I am management JoyBells. I run a few things here and there, and I make sure your orders get to you vizuri. Na I make sure umepata receipt yako na umepata keki yako in good condition with everything you wanted.
That is very vital.
Yes.
It's ndo nasema heartbeat.
Yes,
you know?
true.
It's very important to also separate things in the business so that kila mtu anabaki na expertise yake. That is very so. Joy for JoyBells, ama are you named after JoyBells?
That question nimepatanga kila siku.
Sasa tuambie tu leo itutoke.
Sawa. JoyBells has nothing to do with joy.
So ulisikia vibaya?
Ukirealize kumbe hata huko.
Not really. Nili understand. I knew from kitambo, but nili understand where the name came from. So joy is joy alone. Then JoyBells was born from Mom was employed somewhere. I'm sure she has said that story. Mom is CEO JoyBells, which is Muteru. She was employed somewhere. So where she was employed, it was a government office. Alikuwa anabake home, anaenda job, anauza keki, anarudi home. So balance life, everything. So one day, at some point, we all want to grow and live whatever you're doing, grow and become
with your passion.
So, because of frustrations za ofisi, one day the bells of joy in her heart rang. And that's how JoyBells was born, when she was somewhere upstairs. Alikuwa amepelekwa mahali na mtu kuangalia room. Hakuwa anaamini anaweza kuwa na a commercial space. So the bells of joy in her heart rang
when she saw the space.
Sasa that's how JoyBells was born, but already I was in existence.
But when at first Mom said my business is going to be called JoyBells, your siblings didn't think like why Joy, why not me? Was there before the
conversation?
So they never okay. They didn't think like it was you.
But I've never had this conversation with my brother.
Really?
No. Maybe because Mom has always said where the name came from.
You're the only girl.
Yeah, I'm the only girl, and I'm a middle child.
Maybe they thought,
only girl.
Surprisingly, even Dad has something called Joy something. Joy Star.
Really?
Yes.
But it's not related to you.
I also think he was excited about something.
I feel like you're just where you.
Then your empire is about joy.
Joy.
But see, when both of them came up, I was already in existence.
But furaha sana.
Consciously. I think probably at that time you were in existence when. Probably even when they gave birth to you, joy was something part of your family.
Because I brought the story of me being born and the naming, I know. I brought joy because it was from a tough season.
That is beautiful.
Tough season, Yes.
And I'm very happy that you get to work with mom right now. She gave us a story on how she gave birth to you and went back home, and you started working with her kwa labs and I instruct tukiwa hapa. So it was meant. It was meant to be.
Kufanya production because that's the place you.
Hata nikiwa hii place job, which I really thank my bosses because honestly walini support na walikuwa wananunua. They were clients. They were, nice. And they knew. Even my colleagues, because nilikuwa saa ingine unajua biashara Friday Saturday uko wedding and it was a shift job, so I would come tell my colleague akinishikie Friday ama Sato nitakushikia next week, and they would understand. And honestly hiyo ni kitu.
So
and my bosses knew.
At that time you were already in like working.
I used to do huku na huku same time, but hakuna yenye ilikuwa inaingilia ingine because it was a shift job, so it was a bit easy. But they all knew, and I'm very grateful to them because they knew and they supported and they still bought even when I was there.
I feel like sometimes God just aligns you with the people who fit in with your lifestyle.
Ni watu wazuri.
So like how did you get into like baking? When mom was baking when you were small, were you interested? Did you ever think you would become a baker? Why did you decide now to join in and just make this thing?
Bring us from when you were young about cakes, growing up around cakes. How was it for you, and how you came to decide that now I want to be mom's PA?
So growing up, we've always grown with cake. She used to bake at home, as in dining table ilikuwa bakery. So we used to do homework. Homework we used to do away from the dining table, and we were not allowed to, like, you know, when you're at home on Saturday you want to try something, a new recipe, you wouldn't touch mayai ama unga ya bakery. Mulikuwa mnanunua yenu ya home. So home was home and work. So
nobody ever pinched a cake, a wedding cake.
I mean,
so like nobody was pinching the cake to try and test, like, you know children. I've seen on like social media watu bakers wakikompli
anapata fridge imefunguliwa amefanya hivi. We should have asked mom that.
But let me answer. Imagine we were taught and we knew in your job, as in this is what is going to give us money to move. So we knew hatukuwa
Lazaro zilikuwa zenu.
Lazaro hiyo nayo ilikuwa must. Lazaro of course hizo zilikuwa zetu. But kamkorogo kakibaki tulikuwa tunaekewa yetu ndio ukule
utosheke nayo.
Ujue ni nini hiyo. But Lazaro for real.
Let me tell you, when my daughter was growing up, akaanza kutembea ile yenye anaweza fikia kameza juu. So umefunika keki na cling film umeekelea hapo kwa meza kwa living room. Anaenda anafanya hivi kidole, anachimba alafu anachukua tu hivi. Anaenda sasa mimi niko kwa kitchen nashanga huyu ametoa wapi cake? Kwenda amechimba keki huku kwa side. One of the reasons I actually decided like no, I need my own place is because na kiona keki ni yake. She mpaka sahi if I take cake at home atinataka kudeliver, she's like open, we sing happy birthday. So it was, I understand your part wanafaa kulearn ECA
but that is nice if she really taught you for you to, because I remember like there's a time I baked a cake, and this is so unfortunate. I have nieces around, and so my nieces know they know cakes are in fact if they want a cake I'll just go and take cupcakes for them. So then this someone else like came, like other children came. We were like, they were being babysat at our place, and they left for a minute. Tell me why. The cake in the fridge.
Decorated.
Yes, decorated. Nearly breathe in, breathe out. I was trying to ask them who has taken. Nobody is saying. And me, I was sure it's not my nieces and nephews because cake has always been here. Then the second time it happened again. But now it happened in the bakery. And now I asked Nani ameingia, and luckily wakajoin Nani ameingia, and I was just like, you know what? I just called the parents and I was like, honor what your child has done. I didn't even have the energy to get mad. I didn't even have, and I was just tired.
Because if you get mad, what happened?
I was really tired. So I feel like I think you need to really teach them. It's just the same way with even meza glass. You know that people who say, "Me, siwezi ka meza glass, siwezi kuwa na meza glass because my child like
just train them."
Oh, okay. So then now you grew up around cakes. Then how interest ilitoka pisa sasa?
Grew up around cakes. Though mimi personally mchezo ilikuwa sana. So kwa bakery sikuwa very involved. Lakini sasa somehow because you need to support this business. Pia ndio ujue kwenye school fees yako inatoka na vitu around home. So we used to do duties. Mom would bake and because she has school, she has work. Us for school, she has work, she has home to run. So JoyBells. And she has that time alikuwa ana bake home anaenda nayo. So we also, and dad really made us know this. Mom needs to sleep when it's time to sleep. She needs to be a mom when it's time to be a mom. So alikuwa anakoroga keki anaacha kwa oven. Sasa hiyo keki jaribu iungue.
Amelala. I mean ni bado ni ile ya makaa, ile ya kuni.
Sasa tuko kwa kuni.
Bado uko kwa hiyo kuni. So lazima msikie harufu.
Wacha tu. Alafu tukatoka kwa kuni tuka advance tukaingia ya makaa. Ngoja nikwambie all of us know a well done cake. Kwa sababu lazima mungetoa. Sasa mna take turns. Nimemaliza homework, nimemaliza. My big brother amemaliza. Kuna yake yani wa kuongeza makaa, kufanya nini, mimi wa kutoa keki. Then after this tutaosha vyoo hizo baking things zote. Then dad will supervise. Iko sawa kuna time sasa sisi tuko shule, so we also have to sleep. Sasa tunamwacha when the baking now became too much. So he also did all that. So we were trained pole pole.
Then kulipa watu wa JoyBells
tuanze kulipa.
Wale ile free labor alikuwa anapata.
But tunaona sisi wote tulikuwa tunasaidiana. Alafu delivery ilikuwa mom ndio baker, dad ndio driver. Mimi and my brothers ni watu kusaidiana ku set kufunga. Then that time she was also doing catering and deco. So my brothers actually
like wait,
literally full
like deco.
Yeah, she used to do a full yes.
My lord.
That was a full table.
That's why she was called Wangui.
JoyBells was actually doing everything. Ilikuwa one stop shop for everything wedding.
You can get
which makes a lot of sense. If somebody like took maybe that part your decor and then another one catering and then she sticks with her cakes, but at least you're working together.
But somehow we all worked together, which was nice kwa sababu sasa mlikuwa mna spend time pamoja hata kama ni kazi. So my brothers will do tents, viti, kuosha, kupanga. Sisi tunaenda set up na mom. Dad ana drop keki, anakimbilia, anarudisha tent, vitu kama hizo.
That was an empire literally. A family, inaitwa nini? Business. Literally.
But now from that, my big brother really took interest and he actually bakes.
Oh,
yeah, he actually bakes. Maybe you ask me, I think Muteru has the best Black Forest hadi leo.
Really? You should have it for us. Now you're going to
He does the best.
Muteru tunapata Black Forest when?
Yes, when are we getting one?
Na alianza biashara shule. He was in high school, but wakiwa na hizi gigs, shule ilikuwa poa. Wakiwa na hizi gigs za sijui zile zinaitwa houses, like the dogs. Those ilikuwa houses. Ndio mjue shule yao ilikuwa mzuri. So wakifunga shule, they used to do like house, mnapika, mna have bash. And their school, they will be allowed to go out of school from 5. Though ilikuwa tu in Nairobi. So guess what? Mote, job yake ilikuwa catering na kwa shule. Hana kimbia home, tunaambiwa kesho tuko na gig. Mpike food, mpike keki. Imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, so he picked that side.
So oriented Kabi.
Yes, and he did it. Then my
does he bake until now?
Once in a while he does. No, he works somewhere, but you bake once. Yeah, and there's a time he even had a cake shop. But mimi najua bado itaendelea ni COVID ilifanya ile kitu, but he actually did it. Then my baby brother is a creative, like kama mom, very sharp. But now he is in designs, graphics and design. Just like mom is also very sharp na design. So Ken took that part.
Okay.
And they till today he still does things for JoyBells na kwa analipwa cuz anakam ka supplier.
For the creative part of JoyBells.
Like the brochures, the posters, the logos.
Mama yenyu atuambia aliomba kiangalia.
That is really interesting.
Mimi ni wakuuza sasa. I don't bake, but
and I think it started when they were young.
Yes. Yeah. When they were able to help and coordinate
everyone got
then they got even to understand what goes into a business, a successful business, and what happens.
Yes.
Which is very interesting because as Africans, we don't do that. We see with Hindus, they introduce their children in their businesses as early, like very early.
Yeah.
But then Africans, you know, all those things and all that.
But also at the same time, we were given time to be who we want to be.
Then you decide later on where you want to.
Si watu tulisomea vitu different. Kila mtu anafanya mambo yake. And then mimi nikafanya mambo yangu ya TV miaka 10. Then somehow I was just seated and every day there's a time now. I'm sure she has told you there's a time she was a bit sick. Sasa ugonjwa hayuko for a while. And you know the business needs to run. So unamhurumia ukisikia simu every day and she's sick. As in kwanza pona utakaa. But also I understand and I feel some things are not going as they should go. So after like 2 years I was tired of hearing this thing every day. So one day I went straight and told her, and you know, going to tell mom something like this, you need grace. Because me, I wanted to be
a presentation.
PowerPoint. Yeah, haikuwa that bad. It was because she knew I really loved TV. I was doing production behind the scenes. As much as I used to give her orders, nampea clients, tuenda ku meet clients, ama na meet client namletea order. So one day, and because I knew she's like, kwanza wewe fanya hiyo, alafu one day
tutafikiria inakwanga tutafikiria.
Nilikaa hivi nikatoka job, nikaenda kwake nikakaa chini nikamwambia sasa iko hivi
with finality.
Ninakuja hiyo JoyBells. Akaniambia no, you can't do that. Nina come. By then nitakuja because I really need you to stop complaining. You need to be okay as mom. Then there's JoyBells and I really need you to.
You have to be okay to show up for JoyBells.
Yes. So because at first alikata na tukaongea. Then after a few months I went and told her by the way hata ndio hii resignation letter. Sasa nilikuwa nimeandika na nikapeana job, but it took some time and they were like kaka. But I also needed to explain to my employers why, and actually they understood as much as walikuwa wamekata kidogo. After some time, it took some time, but they agreed and we were all in agreement. So now
you came on board.
Now I came.
I just love the fact that you came on board from the point of love. Like she saw her mom, she didn't want her mom to struggle, she didn't want, like she was not forced into it.
No,
she just came because even when she will be working now, she will work with all her heart. And she has that love,
and she's doing it very well.
Yes,
you should see how she introduces herself to students. I remember, hi, my name is Joy, but not JoyBells.
That's nice.
Because
she's very hands-on with if you one of the things I admired if someone doesn't know that that's your mom, of which it's very hard because you look alike, but if someone doesn't know, they'll just think you're happy. So I like that there's the distinct there's a distinction. This is mommy daughter, but when it's work, she works thoroughly. So I liked that about
thank you.
So how was it transitioning from production to
coming to JoyBells? Where now I needed to know kuna mama wa home na kuna mama wa JoyBells. Sasa now in my head I came like, okay, unajua like anyone sasa ni mimi na mom. Then at some point I realized these guys who work for JoyBells, because now you need to also differentiate. She's their mother at work. Then there's me who comes like her daughter, but now I'm also a colleague. So I need to be first a colleague to all these people and mom as our boss. So I needed to nearly take time, honestly, because now I needed to know mom. CEO JoyBells, and it took some time, but pole and Aki, she helped me through the process. She helped me through the process because I needed to know this is done like this, this is done like this. These are my members of staff, Joy. This is how we work. So unakuwa incorporated to their way of doing things. By and by, I came to know these things. Akaanza kunifunza procedures Kanjo, KRA, NSSF and HIF, because also she needed to release that bit ndio kwa na time for
even
abaki tu na creativity of
better.
Sasa abaki design. Then sasa now I took up the rest of these things. And she actually took me like, coach, tunatoka one day we go for a meeting. This is how you do KRA stuff. This is KRA. This is NHIF and SSF. This is everything. She actually mentored me through the whole
transition,
which I really thank God for.
So how long have you been working at JoyBells?
Since I left work now is 3.5 years.
How has it been?
Good.
Working,
learning curve. Every day we learn something new. Challenges ziko kanza na Kanjo.
I can imagine. I know.
Cuffment.
Sometimes uko on the, yani you're doing things the right way, but kuna tu loophole. They find a loophole.
Kitu akina labda hata haiko, lakini kwa sababu kwanza akiwacha tu niseme hiyo moja nitoke. Kuna mtu mmoja wa Kanjo anajua madhe from way back. Kakuja siku nyingine walikuja wakanipata. Now this time she's not around. She developed a farming interest through the
which means that ako very relaxed. Anajua my JoyBells is going.
So siku hizi mara mingi ako at the farm. Ako ushago. Bro, tumepata na Kanjo. Si ati kuna anything wrong. The licenses are up to date. Stuff, medical records ziko sawa, licenses zote ziko sawa, lakini hawa watu lazima watakutafutia makosa. Wakazurura hadi wanaingia kwa bakery, kwa kitchen. Nikakaa nikajiuliza wanafaa kufanya hivi. Mtu mmoja
pia anaenda kucontaminate.
Kwa sababu mwanzo wafai kuwa hapo. So one day somebody walked in, akazunguka akarudi, we were left with this other guy. Bado akanjo. Aka shout from where we are seated at the reception, akaambia mwingine kwa bakery, huko utapata makosa na madhe huko wapeanangi chai.
So that is clearly what they were looking for.
Nikakaa hapo niko, what have you just said? But me I know for sure with JoyBells everything needs to be in order. What you're supposed to pay for lazima ulipe and on time. Sasa huyu alikuwa anatafuta to anything. And honestly growing up I have never ever hata kwa barabara I've never seen mom give hongo. Not even once. So there's no way I'm about to start. And I know everything is in order because now I have been doing it.
Afadhali upelekwe uende huko aseme hauna makosa huko.
Munipeleke tu kwenye napeleka naga. Aki walitafuta wakakosa. Wakarudi. Msichana, situbai hata chai. Niko kwa nini nabai chai?
With my taxman.
Nikamwambia lakini kila kitu iko on order na amjapata anything. Tubai tu chai. Huyu mwenzake akasema
labda usaviwe huko kwa kitchen yake ya Mungu.
Nikakumbuka kitu nasikianga madhe akisema. Kaini chini hapa tunakuanga na keki lakini chai tutawapikia. Huyo mzee aliambia mwingine hebu tuende. Walienda.
And you know, I feel like it gets to a time where they do that 2-3 times wanawapeleka huko wanakuja wanaacha.
I guess when
wanajua there's no need to go there.
Watakuja. Na mara nyingine by the honestly makosa inakuanga side yao. System yao saa nyingine iko down or something. Siku nyingine walitupata na signage ati haionekani. But from the system you can tell there was an issue and a delay. Na haija kabisa unaona payment haija go through. Aki walisema tubebwe na nilibebwa.
Uliingizwa hapo nyuma.
But it was a nice bus.
It was a bus.
It was a bus like school bus like bus.
Sile black. Unashikilia kamba hivi.
Sio yodo walijaribu kuni frustrate, kunishikia hapa kauza kwa nini unanishikia?
Na nimekubali kwenda.
Nimekubali kwenda na mwanzo shida system yenyewe iko na shida sisi. Yaani walitubeba tukafika kufika kwa basi hata kwanza nika rest kwa sababu watu wako hapo msichana usijali tunaenda tu trip.
Kila time chukulia trip.
Okay, by the Kenya weka joke out of everything. Na by the tulienda hadi Tao, it was a trip, day trip. Kata tukafika kaambiwa tulipe niko guys we told you we pay mkiwa hapo mkakata
tena ulipe.
Sasa imagine nimeenda trip yote na alinipea tu M-Pesa number nilipe.
Tena ukalipa ya pili?
No, like
haikuwa ina go through haikuwa ina go through and at the bakery we were willing to pay.
So hata uko haikulipa, haiku go through.
Walitupea M-Pesa number ingine.
So ile yenye iko probably on Citizen or something.
Imagine. Anyway, tulilipa na tukarudi na mama akamwambia, why are you doing this? Anyway, ni sawa tu.
It's part of business, especially working out of home. Those are things that shouldn't scare you to start to open up a place. Ndo mimi nasemanga, the people are telling me, so talipa kanjo sijui nini. Just pay, deal with when it comes. I remember when I was putting my signage kwa barabara pia mimi ni kama alikuwa amekaa mahali. The moment tu nimepanda hivi stairs. Wanakuwekea hiyo kitu hivi. Unajua unafaa ulipe signage. Kwanza yako ni kubwa, double sided 10,000. Kama nilipe November 10,000 2 months. Alafu January tena nilipe mpya. And then some of them actually understand. I just told her, let me just pay in January once the mara moja kuliko ati nilipe sijui side a whole 10,000. She's like, okay, tuonane January.
Some are very nice.
Some are, but I understand how frustrating
it can be. Very frustrating. Sasa vitu kama hizo zinafanya hata you grow up like now you grow.
Okay, so like in managing your mom's business, JoyBells, what are the things that you have learned or you would advise someone who has a bakery and is maybe thinking of, how to manage it perfectly? Like what are the things that these people should consider or think about? Like when you tumetoka kuongea kuhusu licenses, you need to do that. You need just to be okay with the government and all that. So what other things? I'm so keen with employment actually. So what other things? Employment, cakes. When people complain, I want to believe when people complain, you're the person who handles those things. When there are things that go wrong during transit, so like how do you like manage to do that vizuri to
First, again I repeat, like just get everything, all your documents in order. Everything KRA, all your licenses, all your medical reports is bado za kanjo. NHIF, NSSF if you have employed people. What else? There's something else we pay for. Permits. Yes. Make sure all those are in order first. Then these other things now, you need to also have good PR. I believe it works, honestly.
I feel like her voice already. Mtu hata ukiwa umekasirika alafu mtu ana receive mwenye ako na sauti nyororo kama ya Joy. Unasahau. Una relax kidogo. Unasema
apigana makelele.
Mazee.
Keki sasa imeharibika.
Ebu client akikupigia hivyo, what do you do? So what do you say?
That's also imenisaidia because my background in PR ina come in handy hapa. So ukipata, it's like just in life normally. If you find your friend ako hapa, now mjaribu ongea naye vizuri. So in case of like that, client patana na clients.
I know.
Tell them.
They
can character develop you
100. Yani unaweza toka kuwa this face of Joy ukwe tupatane level yako sasa.
But what I always say in such an instance, I just sit back and I remember I'm talking on behalf of Cake Pop.
Not Sharon.
But what would Cake Pop have done? Hange unakuja pia miota nikuje.
Lazima umtulize, uongee naye vizuri, try understand their side of the story.
It's not even about the client being right. It's just that it is your business you're speaking on behalf.
You need to keep it together. You need this client to come back. Hata kama amejaa maji.
Sometimes being in business, you will do things that honestly I shouldn't have or I don't need to, but you just do because at the end of the day it is Cake Pop you're guarding. Because mimi nakanga hivi nasema siku moja nitakuwa nafanyiwa interview na Cake Boss. Mtu akuja seme wacha nitume WhatsApp yenye alinitukana paragraph hivi. I remember those things and I'm just like, let me just who's that? You didn't like that cake. how can we make it up? You know.
Mimi actually think I learned that last year when that whole baby coffin thing happened, and the message I was drafted for was so interesting. Like, I'm so sorry to hear your experience, that you didn't like it, and however, we wish to tell you this and this and this, that this is our standard, whatever, our standard maybe boxes, this is what we use. There's a way when she corrected the person by saying, you know, it's not right for you to say something like a baby coffin, but it was so professional that even if that person got the message, because immediately she blocked me, when she got that message, hakuna venye ataletea comeback. Because already nice words. I have given her even maybe an option and any.
And you've even told her you'll improve.
Yes.
You know?
But however,
or you do a make good cake.
You have to realize there's some clients who will do all those things just to make sure they get free cakes. To make sure they do all those things. And I feel like for me, these days, Kwanza, I don't give free cakes because I have done so. I think
I would even say I'd give you a discount on your next cake.
Because there are people, you know, there are people who are genuine, like especially color pink. You know, color pink can be bitter. Right?
When a client says that, I totally understand. Ata inaweza kaa, just because it developed maybe overnight, it becomes bitter.
So like,
but some will never understand that anyway.
So, like me, my client, if I tell them, oh, I'm so sorry, next time, we'll make sure you claim a 15% discount because pink sometimes it may tend to be bitter. Then there's someone who is like, this cake was looking bad. Kuna mwingine alipeleka, like, aki whatever ilitoka kwa bakery yangu, na kinyi ilimpata. Two total different things.
Shida ilikuwa wapi?
You know, yeye ndio anashughulikia transport. So they come and pick the cake. So alituma mtu akuja chukue keki.
Haikufika hivyo.
The cake was looking ivi imeenda. And I was like, what happened? What was wrong? And she was like, no, I know it's not my driver, nini, you know, your cake was a bit soggy. So I sit back and think, it's my pina colada cake. It's usually the cake I usually do for the bottom tier of all my wedding cakes. How is it soggy that it cannot be transported and yet inasimamanga kwa wedding cakes, you know? So I told her, I'll give you like a cake, like come for a cake on Tuesday or something like that. So she came for a cake. And then I asked, hi, how was the cake? She didn't reply. And already amekula keki yangu 1 kg. And I was like, this is a lesson to me and to all clients that I'm never going to give you back. Not unless I'm so sure. Because there are times I'm usually like, okay, the cake was maybe ilikuwa mbaya. Okay, nikatie piece if you have not finished, because I want to believe if it was bad, you didn't finish the cake. So bring it, I taste it. Because there's a time I was training even somebody and then baking powder keka mingi, so ikakuwa kali. And the lady was even tensed kuniambia like, keki si mzuri. So I told her, just pay piece a taste, and I was like, I knew it is bitter. So I even made a cake for her, and we just sorted out that issue vizuri, you know. But then you have to know the limits of like, kama ni kuambia mtu utamrudishia, okay, refund never. And that is where terms and conditions come in. But then for like giving somebody another cake because you know you're the one who's messed it up, and if there are any other issues, maybe a rude delivery person or something like that, you just know how to handle it professionally. As a tumia chat GPT, ulize.
But let me tell you one thing. I know sometimes clients do not expect a kind response. Hiyo yenye clients anakwambia, oh, you know, this cake was bitter this time, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. What could be the problem? Kama kuna piece, can I? They don't expect that. So if you respond that way, they're able to get into an agreement with you. And that's why I'm saying, always remember to just respond. Respond as Cake Pop or JoyBells or
not
as Sharon.
Because you will be bad.
Kumbuka si biashara.
I remember there's a time like
wewe tu umesimamia.
A guy called, like they ordered a cake. So it was the wife who, not even the wife, I think the sister-in-law the sister to this lady ordered a cake. So they came with the husband. Now the sister came with the husband to collect, and the husband is those people who don't want to be told, you know. So mimi nampea directions, and akozile za like, mbona unabekianga kwa nyumba?
Haya.
Nilifanya tu kanyamaza, akaona amefanya makosa. Karibu nimuulize, unataka kunifungulia bakery? Nikajikumbuka.
So ukakumbuka ni Nakuru cake.
So I just kept quiet, and he was like, okay, nipe directions. So eventually
alikwambia hivyo mbona before afike?
Yes, nika to directions. So akafika and I gave that person the cake and I called the person who is my client who now alikuwa ameorder on their behalf and I was like, so sorry but your brother-in-law is very rude. Anakuanga hivyo.
Anakutetea.
Because me if I feel like you are my client and we tunafanyanga kazi vizuri, then you bring in somebody else na mtu mwingine ndio anafanya hizi vitu zote.
And it's good to just let her know.
I have learned right now because even there's a time I told someone, your husband is so rude, very rude. Send me my money. I was really mad.
Ile nyalirusha cake.
Yenye uwe mwenye niliambia.
Ati alirusha.
Aliweka hivi kwa boot. Like alisku.
Me have seen.
Kwa boot.
Alifanya hivi. Keki si amepewa so, amepewa na mtu akabibi. Akafanya hivi.
Aya.
We hata unashtuka like
hata nimekushtukia. Nasikia bibi.
It's like we have had so many
but anyway it's part of
Lakini let me add on that. Dear clients, please tukikupea keki, tukikwekea kwa gari kwanza. Usifike hapo uchange. Hiyo keki kama umeambiwa uweke chini kwa floor, wacha iende hapo.
Mimi keki ya Rorasho walikataa ni deliver, nikamwambia kama kwanza mwenye alikuwa ametuma alikuwa amekuja na pikipiki anataka kubeba unaona ile 14 by 14 by 14 box kwa pikipiki. Nikamwambia tutaibebea wapi? Acha order Uber. Waliweka sijui kwa boot. Keki ilifika Machakos kama imeseparate hivi. And then I just told the bride because I gave her very precise instructions the evening before. Whoever comes for the cake should be very careful. Number 2, keki place iwe kwa floor. Number 3, aendeshe akijua kona keki. Hiyo barabara ya Machakos has a lot of bumps. Corners. So aendeshe pole pole. So hata venye alipata keki iko hivyo, she didn't even mimi nilimpigia because me I was like nitalipwa deposit yangu kwanza. So I called her to ask her like how is the cake, is it mendable ama watafanya aje. She's just like tutaona tu ya juu iko sawa, ya juu ilikuwa kiondo, ya chini ilikuwa just a normal circle cake. Tuta display tu kiondo cause kiondo iko sawa, ya chini tutaikatakata into pieces tuweke kwa tray tufunike.
Mimi kwa sababu ya nini to story siku hizi hadi nakupeanga instructions, gari yako lazima ikuwe SUV ama ikuwe
gari cause you know some cabs don't have space. Some cabs don't have enough space at the back kuweka at 12 by 12 box. Haingiangi kwa cab kwa floor.
Exactly. Si necessarily SUV, you get what I mean.
But a sizable car.
Boot iko ndani ya gari. Not the other way around.
Zilifanywaje hizo gari?
Understand?
I have really understood.
Kama station wagon.
I think inaitwa
kama inaitwa nimesahau but najua
those ones.
You get like Fielder, Harrier, Noah, yani boot iko ndani ya gari uko nayo. Hiyo na iko very flat. Kwa sababu aki lazima upeane.
Kuna mwingine Tasha iambia ekelea juu ya taya hapa. Haitaenda mahali.
Taya.
Yes. I have like
ama pikipiki ati nitumie mtu wa pikipiki. I'm just like si keki yangu.
Lazima gari ikwe boot tukue nayo ndani. Ikwe very flat
because the work that goes into baking alafu mtu anataka tu na pia mwenyewe amespend because you spending on a cake ya home baker ama ya si commercial kama za Naivas umeamua kuspend almost 6,000-8,000 on a cake. Why would you like niweke kwa pikipiki? Wacha ikae basi. Hata afadhali tusaidiane na Uber.
Sishikwe na mtu kwa mguu. Mimi napeananga instructions.
Wewe si gari iko na shock absorber. Uko na absorber. Utaenda tu nayo hivi. Urudi tena nayo hivi. So you know sometimes anyway that is interesting.
You need to. Lazima tu wengine watasema you can carry. So now what we did, we got a few drivers and trained them how to carry the cake. How to carry the cake. Na hata yeye akifika, huyo driver ni wa Uber, akifika kwako atakutolea keki kwa gari yake, akuwekea kwa yako if you are going on with the journey and they'll tell you what to do. And if gari maybe the client iko na shida or maybe kuna time the box might be big, itakosa kutosha people's cars, so they will actually do it nicely, then they take a photo, send to us before wamalizane na the client. Ndio wakwambia yes. And they tell the client, anyway, I totally understand, it's the car, na ndivyo iko, but now you need to understand, umebeba mayai kwa gari. Enda pole pole. Hii safari ni ya 4 hours. It might take 6, but afadhali ufikishe keki vizuri. Yeah. You see now also, wewe na client, between JoyBells na client, there might be a driver in between. This driver, as much as umewafunza how to transport the cake, you also need to teach them your PR.
True.
Yeah, because they are the same person who will make the client comfortable or come back. Na utapata client atakwambia, hey, nitumie tu ule wa last time.
Actually met some of the drivers when I was there for masterclass, and they were really nice. And hata wezi sema wakiingia hapo, unless wakwambie ni kina nani, unaweza fikiria they're just part of
by the way, watu wengi fikiria tu ni part of us, but ni driver.
That was such a nice with them multiple
on your team, which is very important.
We thank God.
The management.
And then I'm just looking at you and I'm like, hauna ile stress ya baking and decorating, ile pressure ya kupelekanga cake, ya kudeal na client.
But you know how to bake?
Can you bake and decorate a cake?
I can.
We should have actually given her cake to decorate today.
We are talking about management.
You would have managed that.
We're talking about management, but I can tell you from the store, hii nakula this much, kilo moja nakula this much, hii nakula this much. Fondant, you need this.
And can you decorate a cake?
I can finish. You will decorate
from the beginning.
Nitakuwekea maua, message.
Oh, as inside the decoration part of it, you can.
Finishing.
You went for that wedding that you did on a kadram.
Oh yeah, you saw it. Oh yeah,
that's I noticed your voice. Saizi anafanya voiceovers, ana engage to the voiceovers scene.
Only fun. Yes. I finish. I do setups for wedding cakes, birthday. Generally, anything that you need setup, we will come.
Do you charge extra for that?
No.
Okay.
You'll just pay for transport.
I think that is after sales services.
You just pay for.
It's important.
Also, I need to come set it up, comfortable. You've also paid money to get this as it is, so I will make sure you're comfortable first. We to kusetia vizuri, take photos. Not really approving, because nowadays we've noticed, nani, I don't know, I want to say by the grace of God, like 90% of our clients nowadays, the last like 2 years. Most we do not know, we never see, we only meet
on the other side.
Like brides. Most we meet wakiitwa na cake matron, sasa tukate.
Ndio una meet hata sasa, hata kwanza unakanga pia mimi na uko na exactly, I want to see the bride.
Sasa you see,
and it attributes to social media, right?
So you need to do something very good, trustworthy, ndio referrals huko nje, unajua wanaongeanga huko nje.
I always say, if one client refers you to 3 more people, those 3 more people are going to refer you to another 3 more people. Maybe my business 90% is referral.
All of us, even us. And you need to do one good cake. Just one.
That means all cakes have to be, because sitasema ati keki sasa itakuwa kwa ingine acha ni bake tu hivi.
Na isikuwe na
shortcut. You never know who is going to eat it.
Na usidanganye. Na because mimi sijaiona mama kidanganya kwa recipe na kwa
danganya. I was making a cake. I think it was a 1.5. Actually, that cake was looking too tall for a 1.5.
So I know sometimes it happens.
Ni 1.4. I was like, sasa kaka slice pia ni mweke. Nikasema sieki. My sister was like, unajua tumeambia kwa Biblia usidanganye kwa mizani. Kwa mizani. Nikarudisha refu. I don't even understand. There's some cakes which are apparently
I feel like sometimes eggs.
I don't know what
if you get a good batch of eggs, your cakes will be a bit taller.
So usidanganye, because that one client atakuletea.
By the way, because most of the time, even when you measure your cakes, probability ni itapo. Someone itafika 1.8.
For sure itapita.
But I've seen bakers who yeye 2 kg ni including board.
Hadi
mpaka decoration flour sugar plum. Hiyo ndio 2 kg.
So cake yako essentially 21.5 kg. Then
ndio hizo vitu zingine
na toppers.
Because you know I used to ask her, how is this at 3.5? 1.5 yangu ndio inakaa 3.5. But sasa
because you measure the cake bila decoration. Straight from the oven. Hiyo ndio
actually we should have asked mama about hiyo, like what is the right way to weigh? Is it the whole cake including the decoration and the sugar pearls, or the cake itself?
The cake itself, kwa sababu hiyo ndio unalipia, hiyo ndio tunatengeza.
Hizi zingine add-ons zile sasa the add-ons za whipping cream nini.
Tukajibu ndio maana hizo keki zinakaa this happened.
So ideally she bakes 2 kg as 1.5. Then now the rest come in.
But hiyo si poa. Kilo 2 ni hiyo unga hiyo ikitoka kwa oven ndio kilo 2.
Mostly hata unapata mtu hata kula hizo pearls and papers and everything.
And actually do you get clients who ask that ikiwa hivi imedecoratiwa hii sasa ndio kilo 2?
No, I just get keki kilo 2 ni. So me, I don't go ahead and start separating.
But unless like you find someone who's complaining. These days when I see a cake, especially you know this red velvet chocolate cake, they might end up looking very small. I usually take a photo after I learned my lesson. Ile siku ilibidi nime-travel na scale, nikapima. Then I've gone through it. I've just gone through everything. I've gone with a scale to a client's house.
Na wajakula keki kama 2 days. Wanangojea ipimwe.
So I delivered. I baked for her like 3 times. So the first time she's like, my mom and my sister
she's not
said,
in the country,
this cake, I didn't even know. Ati that cake doesn't add up to a 2.2 kg. So it's only tiered. When you're tiered, ni less than maybe
1 kg.
You know.
Ushaipatana na mtrata ka tiered.
You know I do tiered 1 kg.
For real?
Yes. I started. But I do them for photo shoots and all that. But then when I told her it is impossible. She's like, let me confirm with my mom. And then she confirmed with it. Kwanza mamake ndio akasema hapana, hiyo is kwa 2 kg na yezi. So I told her.
But also some clients don't understand baking tin inaweza fanya
baking tin
kaifungwa majongo.
And they just told her, you know what? I will charge you transport to and fro if the cake is 2 kg. 2 kg na kama iko chini yake na kurudishia pesa. We went, the cake was 2.8 kgs.
Wow. Then
the mother was so mad. I guess the mother was mad because the cake was costing around 7,000. So she didn't understand. Elfu saba ya mtoto wangu imeenda wapi na ni 2 kgs, you know.
I also get a client from Saudi Arabia and she told me, tell my mom you've gifted them that cake.
Usiambie bei. Watu wengi usema hivyo. By the way, usiseme bei. Hiyo ni yangu na wewe. And I totally understand why they will say that.
There are people who don't understand the craft of cake making. Wanaona keki unalipaje keki 5,000
but basically
600.
Now those are details we don't discuss with. Kama nimetumwa kwako unanunuliwa keki.
Actually was at a wedding and someone asked me, hiyo keki ya wedding ilikuwa pesa ngapi? And I was and she came to me in a way that I felt like it was very malicious. Nikamwambia hiyo ilikuwa tu utaongea tu na bride atakwambia hapana mimi nataka wewe uniambie like for our confidentiality I can't share unless she accepts.
We also get that so naambia mtu wewe piga hii namba ya ofisi when you want such a cake you'll get the
because I'm sure some of them won't go to the extra mile.
No, of course not. Some just want to know ameleta all the maybe kama ni out of Nairobi na transport anashanga. Which is not a good thing, but anyway, it is okay.
So what are the plans you have for JoyBells?
Here's
this new year.
Wait.
And wait, before you even answer that, tell us, how does it feel to continue a legacy? I'm so
picking it up.
Nasikia tu vizuri yani. JoyBells anaendelea. Asipokuwa tu yakienda vacation.
Inaendelea.
Akiretire.
Hakuna kupiga simu ati pika keki. Yeye hata ajui nini inaendelea.
Anapata nini zake kama kampuni vile unapatanga dividends at the end of the year. Yeye tu wako tu.
Saa zingine lazima utapiga simu kuuliza design.
Okay. No, I understand that part, but we aspire for our businesses to reach at such a place. Because mimi sitaki tu kukua hapa the main one.
Saa zingine it is honestly very, you need to be sharp, uchangamke because these are big shoes you need to fill.
Exactly. I can imagine.
These are big, sometimes I wake up and tell my husband, guy, nenda job tena. Because ndakumbuka this is JoyBells. And you know, I know mom's vision, her being the vision bearer of JoyBells, like I know, and she talks about it so much. So to get there, we also need to help her get there.
Yes.
So saying nakanga niko we madhe naionanga hapa. Then there's
hakuna venye unaweza inabidi pia unaiangalia huko tu. From hapo unaiangalia huko
what are you've never done but you'll do. Some offices you've never entered but you will have to. There's even people who write you an email you go wow. You first Google them. Kwanza una Google look at Jesus Christ, how do I address this one? You talk to them but you don't know why they are coming to you. And maybe this is one client mom has always said nataka kupatana na huyu. Sasa imagine hiyo ni pressure. Lazima udeliver over deliver. There's some I get, there's one I got very big but they were also very very nice. I was shocked because of how people talk about them on social media. They're actually very chilled people. Yeah, they're actually very nice people. So this one I wanted to do it like lazima niambie mom after tumemaliza ni nani.
Wow. How was her response?
She was shocked. She knew when we were just about to deliver. What do you mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Even not the whole process of design.
I didn't let her know. I asked her for the design, yes, but then mom gives all the interesting curly designs.
I remember when we were there, the way she comes, she just like fanya hivi and hivi.
Hata hiyo ya Ruto.
I remember alikuwa hapo.
Yes, I knew.
Mlango si ufanye hivi. The things that go through isoma structured cakes. Machuma mambao bako anapitisha kwanza MDF board kwa mlango before cake.
I feel like one day actually this is.
And you know they come actually Ruto, the people they have to come to the bakery kwanza kuona. If
now some people like those they come to the bakery.
I feel like we should even have like one episode where we are doing like a BTS.
We come to
client
hizo muone MDF. Triples wenyewe ufanye hizo
I think we need
drill to drill. Watu wanashangaa wanafanya nini na
one of those days that you have these big orders.
Akimungu zilete.
Guys, lazima tuko na episode JoyBells.
Zilete ndio uone.
We come and show people what actually goes into such structures and the importance of ordering cakes on time.
Yes.
Na mapema.
Exactly.
And when you give an order ni kitu haijafanywa like
petrol station niliona.
Okay, let's use that petrol station. Haijafanywa kabisa. But now una imagine wewe unaiona kwa kichwa yako kama client. But imagine huyu mwenye keki hajai tengeza kitu kama hiyo. So there's a lot of kubomoa, kurudisha, kufanya. Please dear clients, ukipea mtu kazi just trust them. Trust them na uombe.
And give them enough time.
Uombe. Because keki zingine unakanga hivi unajiuliza mshaifanya keki adura hebu eat lunch first. Tutaendelea kwanza kuleni lunch. Yes. So trust ni kitu muhimu.
Important. True.
Very.
I like the way my clients wale wa diehards. You do your thing. I know. Bora ni Cocomelon. You do your thing.
Do your thing.
You do because wamefika mahali wanajua afadhali unipe will to do whatever as long as it's within the kgs you want and the theme you want and you expect something. If you give me the liberty to do something beautiful but restrict mtu hapana nataka hivi. Of course there's also beauty in what you specifically want. So
but if you allow a baker to flex their creative muscle on a cake, hiyo keki itakuwa talk of town na very nice because sasa wataipea they are all
zinavurutaga energy.
They do.
Is kisirani aki
for sure.
Hiyo keki inakuwa tuna makosa sijui kwa nini.
But lazima na lakini trust me, I keep telling clients, imagine just trust them. The same way I go to maybe somewhere hair.
You just trust.
I don't know anything about hair, but surely unajua. Hebu fanya.
Jana I saw a lady alipost TikTok anabomoa nywele alishukwa Friday. Alafu mtu kwa comment section ame, kwani ulishukwa kama umelala? Now that just reminded me about trust. So in the comment she replied, I trusted the process.
Lakini pia ndio usongo kitu unajua hata wewe.
Ukiona hii ya pili ya tatu imefika kwingine unasema
yes.
Okay. So the plans you have for JoyBells?
The plans I have for JoyBells are lakini Mungu atatukisha hapo. They are big and I'm trusting this is the year 2025. Hata tukianza hii mwaka I told mom I have a vision board somewhere. I'm already on one of it which is a bit major and will take time, but I'm already afadhali mom keeps saying jaribu ifail kushinda ukaange kusema you will never
tried.
So this is one big thing with big like nitaifanya. I am trying. The people who ashashona a story. There's somebody who once came found us with a big order. But ni wale wa I just want to see Beatrice. Niko, okay, she's not around. Could I take an order? Ameshakata kupea receptionist message. So the receptionist comes and calls me, Joy, somebody wants to talk to mom. Okay, so I went to talk to them like, mom is not around. Could I take an order? Could I assist you? Aliniangalia. You know women wale hawezi hide wana kusize like juu chini 3 times. Kwani wewe ni kadogo aje?
What does that have to do with your order?
Bro. Ushaikuwa weak.
In what aspect? Why? I'm just taking an order.
Actually, you know.
She was the one who was giving you the big order now.
It was theirs actually.
Oh, so she came to probably.
Me, I know them, but they don't know I know them. Kwani wewe ni kadogo aje? Niko wow. Nikamwambia and it's the same thing I told somebody who called me for a board meeting. Niliingia nilikuwa mzuri, nimekuja hadi na samples. Sample I'm nice. I'm very nice. Very nice. Kuja samples. You're too small, and where your bakery is, because in Muteru does not make sense why your quotation is this much. Bro, nimetumia do ya Uber kutoka Buru kukuja kwenye, hata siwezi sema ni wapi mtamjua. Kuja kwenye huko and that's like 700 bob. Na nimejitolea nimekutengezea samples.
Nimekuja na samples. Izinyo hujaitishwa? Kimbele mbele.
So also body shaming is something I've had to go through.
Sorry, but it's true. When you were small, even me when I started, people were like, "Hii pesa yote unapeleka wapi?" Na where you're still like a student or nini. Yeah.
But when I see in my head, I'm like, okay, there's a whole team behind JoyBells.
That means very
na kuna rent, na kuna nini. So some people like, by the way, I just smiled and like, aki ni mimi tu kadogo, lakini mimi tu utaongelesha. Sasa utafanya. Tukaongea. By the end of the day, she was a bit sad, but she actually apologized. That the lady apologized. Na nikamwambia ni sawa tu.
They gave you the order?
Hawakuwa na choice. But they gave me the order and they were happy. Wacha nikwambie, she has been coming back since.
Oh, that's nice.
Kwanza anaambianga rafiki zake, there's one aliniambia, nimeamua nitafute kasichana kadogo.
Ukajua tu ni ule bestie.
Ni ule bestie, lakini sawa. Usijaje watu na kwenye wako na vile wanakaa. Kazi ya mkono yako ndio ina matter.
As long as you've seen what they have done.
Kazi ya mkono yako itakupeleka very very far, and I want us to point to where I see JoyBells. I want it to be known all over international, like there we know Dripples, like you ni inspirational. Like I see her looking at even what she has saved from Dripples.
I know this lady, when you see her videos pop up, like on YouTube,
it's interesting. Like, you know, it's something beautiful.
Yeah, Dripples, come to Kenya. We are waiting.
And I just love the way. I don't know if it's the social media manager. Maybe when I tag them, like on my status, they just respond.
They actually they respond. They like. They do so many things. And thank you, Dripples. We aspire to be like you, to be known far and beyond.
And beyond. Okay, thank you.
Na kitu ingine, ukiwahi pewa like what I'm doing now with JoyBells, please be be honest. Honestly, just be honest.
Yeah,
you don't know where this is going.
Yeah,
be honest. Kwa sababu hata kwa maandiko imeandikwa. Be honest.
I just feel like you can even you have a career here. You can start training people to be
on
managers.
Sure,
because it's very different.
I learned on the job.
No, you take that opportunity to also teach.
Yes. I learned on the job.
But anyway, Joy, we are so grateful, we're so thankful you were able to honor our invite, and we hope all your dreams come to pass.
Amen.
Your vision body. December unatik tu hivi.
Ikikuwa the way I want it to invite. By end of year, nitaipost. My vision board
to invite to celebrate. When you have those big orders, you just invite us.
Nitafanya
fanya hizo vitu.
All the best.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Usalimiane huko JoyBells.
Leo nitawasalimia.
Na I wish ningekumbuka ningeambia mtulete zile buns.
Oh yeah. Tatumana.
Epic.
Tatumana.
So guys, remember to like, share, subscribe, and engage. And you also let us know who you would want to come here next. And it's a wrap.
Thank you.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.